Has your family ever been in a situation where the income was steady or even quite high, yet by the end of the month, there was still very little saved? You may think it is because spending has not been handled wisely, because the economy keeps changing, or simply because you just do not seem to have the luck to keep money. But there is one hidden factor that may be affecting all of this without you realizing it, and that is the energy arrangement of the home you are living in. A home is a place where energy gathers, and it directly affects the family's money flow, health, and overall stability. If the home is not set up properly, the movement of energy inside can become disturbed, making it hard for wealth to stay while money quietly slips away without the homeowner even knowing. That is why recognizing and adjusting the energy balance of your home is an effective way to create a peaceful living environment, maintain financial stability, and attract better fortune. In today's video, we are going to explore the important things you must know about home energy balance to avoid losing money, helping you build long-term savings while also creating a more secure and lasting life. Now let us begin. In the energy setup of a home, the flow of air and movement plays a fundamental role in creating balance, helping build a house that feels solid, stable, and thriving. Because of that, understanding how this energy moves through the home is the key to maintaining financial stability and closing the hidden gaps that can cause money to slowly leak away day after day. The nature of energy and how balance moves through the home. According to home energy principles, energy is formed through the combination of land shape, wind direction, natural light, and the way the interior is arranged. When designing a home, it is important to make sure this flow can spread freely throughout every room in an ideal state. When the movement of energy is too slow, it can become stagnant, creating a heavy and lifeless atmosphere that may weaken health. On the other hand, when energy moves too quickly, it can scatter too fast, causing wealth and good opportunities to fade away as soon as they arrive. A balanced flow of energy helps the people living there feel safe and healthy, while also reducing negative effects from the outside environment. According to the idea of natural balance, energy appears in two supporting forms: quiet energy and active energy. Quiet energy moves beneath the ground and carries a still quality, often connected with darkness and moisture. Active energy moves above the ground and carries a dynamic quality, shaped by sunlight and living things. The interaction between these two sides is a process of balance. When that balance is broken, the energy field of the home also changes, leading to many ups and downs in the homeowner's life. When applying these ideas to arranging and adjusting a living space, active energy often plays the key role in supporting health and smooth financial flow. Homes with strong active energy can help family members stay clear-minded, maintain stable health, and experience smoother progress at work. In addition, adjusting energy based on the idea of still active energy and moving quiet energy is also an effective way to clear out cold, heavy energy and keep the home warm and welcoming. Homeowners should give priority to expanding areas that receive natural light, adjusting the main entrance so it can draw in good energy, and cleaning the home regularly to remove places where negative energy gathers. Daily activities such as cooking often, welcoming friends over, or increasing lighting at the beginning of the month or during the full moon can also help push away tiredness and bring greater financial abundance. Using objects with a bright, lively quality or adding more green plants can also play an important role in improving the living environment. The formation of energy also depends closely on the relationship between the shape of the energy flow and the surrounding land. Traditional East Asian texts often describe the principle of the quiet side rises high while the active side stays low. This means that high landforms such as mountains, hills, or large raised areas of land carry a quiet quality because they create protection and support from behind. In contrast, lower and more open spaces in front of the home are more likely to receive active energy from the natural environment. Because of this, the ideal building location should create harmony between higher points in the back for support and an open space in the front to welcome energy. When the land reaches this kind of balance, it helps determine the correct sitting and facing direction of the home, creates a stronger and more stable house, and also supports smoother health and financial luck. In a home, even when the energy flow moves smoothly, it still needs to match the personal energy profile of the people living there in order to fully bring out its natural value. The personal energy system. Each person's personal energy type is determined based on the interaction between their lunar birth year and gender. From there, it helps identify the most favorable and unfavorable directions for each individual. It also serves as the foundation for knowing how to arrange functional rooms in the best positions to receive positive energy, helping bring greater prosperity to the whole family. According to this method, each person belongs to one of 8 personal energy groups, depending on the original energy they were born with. To quickly find out which personal energy group you belong to, you can look it up in the following chart. If you want to learn the exact calculation method, leave a comment below and I will explain it in detail in the next videos. From the chart above, if you are male, compare the horizontal rows and look toward the columns on the left. If you are female, look toward the columns on the right. For example, a man born in 1960 would belong to the Wind group. A woman born in 1960 would belong to the Earth group. After identifying your personal energy group, the next step is to compare it with the following lookup chart to choose your good directions and avoid the bad ones. Let me give you a specific example so it is easier to understand. As mentioned earlier, if you are a woman born in 1960, you belong to the Earth group. At this point, look at the horizontal row for the Earth group, move across to the right, and you will see that the life energy direction is northeast. Continue moving across, and you will see that the health support direction is due west, the long-term harmony direction is northwest, and the stability direction is southwest. On the other hand, you will also see the bad directions that should be avoided, such as total loss in due north, 5 troubles in southeast, 6 conflicts in due south, and harmful setbacks in due east. Once you clearly understand your own favorable and unfavorable directions, you can begin activating the beneficial areas in your home, including life energy, health support, long-term harmony, and stability, in order to bring positive changes to the household. Life energy ranks first among the favorable areas. It represents growth, wealth, and reputation, making it the best position for the main entrance or a work desk. Health support focuses on recovery and well-being, helping people with weaker health receive supportive energy when their bed is placed in this direction. Long-term harmony represents peace, stability, and lasting relationships, so it is often used when arranging the shared living area. Finally, stability carries a calm quality and supports mental strength, making it suitable for a worship or meditation space to help maintain a steady mind. Along with welcoming positive energy, the principle of placing heavy-use areas in unfavorable zones while facing favorable directions plays a key role in protecting wealth and peace in the home. Areas that carry impure energy, such as bathrooms or storage rooms, should be placed in unfavorable zones, including total loss, 5 troubles, 6 conflicts, and harmful setbacks. The financial flow of a home is also strongly affected by the way the interior space is arranged. The structure of living areas such as the living room, bedroom, and kitchen is what determines whether this energy gathers inside or scatters outward. The impact of home layout on money flow. Number 1. The living room. The living room is the heart of the home. It affects the overall energy, prosperity, and stability of the family. In traditional home energy principles, the best locations for the living room are the northwest or the east. The northwest represents leadership, authority, and the energy of the head of the household. The east represents strong new beginnings, like the growth of spring. Placing the living room in these bright and active areas can help strengthen social status and support career growth. In terms of layout, the living room should be placed right after the main entrance so it can receive fresh energy as it enters the home. This space should feel open, bright, and easy to move through. Clutter should be avoided because it can block the flow of money and opportunity. Homeowners should also avoid placing a large mirror directly facing the front door. This can push good energy and luck back outside as soon as they enter. A mirror works best when it reflects natural light or positive images, helping expand the feeling of brightness and abundance. Number 2. The bedroom. The bedroom is where personal energy is restored, so it should be quiet, calm, and placed in a supportive position to protect health and allow deep rest. The southeast is also considered a good area because it carries gentle wood energy, which represents family harmony and steady wealth. Placing the head of the bed in a direction that supports your personal energy can help improve sleep and maintain long-term vitality. When the bed position and your personal direction work well together, they create a peaceful field of energy. This helps restore strength, clear the mind, and improve the ability to attract good opportunities. Based on the 5-element support cycle, people with metal energy should face northeast, southwest, or northwest. Wood energy should face north, east, or southeast. Water energy should choose northwest or north. Fire energy should face south, east, or southeast. Earth energy should choose south, southwest, or northeast. On the other hand, strongly conflicting directions should be avoided, such as south for metal energy or north for fire energy, because they can create imbalance and weaken the body. For the bed layout, the bed should rest against a solid wall to create a sense of support and stability. Avoid placing the bed under a ceiling beam, facing a mirror, or pointing the head of the bed toward a bathroom or bedroom door, because these positions can create pressure, restlessness, and poor energy flow. For marriage and relationships, avoid overly bright colors or images with aggressive themes, such as wild animals or violent scenes. These can increase tension and conflict in the household. Number 3. The kitchen. In home energy principles, the kitchen is seen as the place that keeps the fire of the home alive and protects the family's abundance. The southwest, with its stable earth energy, is considered a strong location for the kitchen because it supports a lasting financial foundation. To prevent money from leaking away, the stove should not directly conflict with the sink or refrigerator. Fire from the stove and water from the sink or refrigerator should be kept in balance. When they clash, it can create family arguments and interrupt the flow of wealth. Kitchen design also depends on small details. For example, if one faucet sits between 2 stoves, it may still be acceptable because the energy is balanced. But if 2 faucets open toward 2 sides of the stove, it is considered a harmful setup that can scatter wealth. The stove should also not face the main entrance directly. This is seen as an exposed kitchen position where wealth can easily flow out. At the same time, the kitchen should be protected from bathroom energy so the space used for cooking stays clean, healthy, and supportive of long-term prosperity. Number 4. Staircases and bathrooms. In townhouses, the staircase acts like the main channel that carries energy between floors. It plays a key role in how energy moves through the entire home. Placing the staircase in the exact center of the house is considered a major layout mistake. The wood energy of the stairs can clash with the earth energy of the center, cutting the flow of energy and affecting the health and career of the male head of the household. The number of stair steps is also important. It is often counted through the cycle of growth, aging, sickness, and end. To support growth, the final step should land on growth, using the formula 4n+1. For example, 17 steps, 21 steps, or 25 steps are considered better choices. Steps that land on sickness or end should be avoided because they may bring weaker energy and affect wealth and peace. Bathrooms carry heavy and impure energy, so they should be clearly separated from the main living areas. A common mistake is placing a bathroom under the stairs, which can pollute the energy before it spreads to other rooms. When space is limited and this layout cannot be avoided, homeowners can use quartz stones to add brighter energy and reduce the negative effect. A strong ventilation system is also important to keep the space clean and fresh, helping protect wealth, reduce unnecessary risks, and maintain prosperity for the whole family. Arranging each functional area based on supportive home energy principles creates a strong foundation for the household. But long-term prosperity also depends on protecting money energy from negative influences. That is why recognizing harmful energy patterns that scatter wealth can help homeowners correct them early, allowing wealth to gather more fully and last longer. Identifying harmful energy patterns that scatter wealth. The first pattern happens when a road or narrow alley points directly at the main entrance. This creates a fast and harsh energy flow toward the house, which may bring instability, conflict, and unexpected trouble. To soften this force, homeowners can build steps at different heights to slow the flow, or place protective stone objects near the gate. The second pattern comes from sharp objects, large old trees, or utility poles standing directly in front of the main door. These can block clean, bright energy from entering the home and create a heavy feeling near the entrance. To reduce this effect, add more light in front of the door or use warm red decorations to lift the energy. The third pattern appears when the front door lines up directly with the back door. In this layout, energy enters the house and leaves right away, without staying long enough to support the rooms inside. This can make it harder for wealth to build up. A screen, divider, or hanging crystal between the two doors can help redirect the flow and keep energy moving gently through the home. The last pattern is exposed ceiling beams above important areas such as the bed, stove, or worship space. These beams can create a sense of pressure, leading to tiredness, headaches, and stress. A practical fix is to cover them with a flat ceiling or use fabric to soften the pressure and spread the energy more evenly. Besides correcting these harmful patterns, homeowners can also add indoor plants to bring in fresh wood energy. This helps refresh the space, support vitality, and improve the overall flow of wealth in the home. Activating wealth through an indoor plant ecosystem. Bringing green plants into your living space is based on the supportive cycle of the 5 elements, where wood represents growth, kindness, and the ability to balance conflicting energy flows. Green plants act like a natural energy filter, helping soften the sharp corners of harmful shapes and attract wealth when the right types are chosen for the right directions of the home. First is the ZZ plant, which ranks at the top of the list of wealth-attracting plants thanks to its lush green leaves that grow upright and symmetrically, symbolizing steady growth and abundant money. In terms of placement, homeowners should prioritize placing the ZZ plant in the wealth area in the southeast of the living room or home office to activate smoother financial flow. Second is the snake plant with its firm, upright leaves shaped like swords. It represents strength, determination, and the ability to protect the family from the effects of heavy negative energy. That is why many families place the snake plant near the entrance, in room corners, or in areas that need more stability, helping maintain calmness and protect a clean energy field for resting spaces. Third is the peace lily, which gathers a pure and elevated energy and symbolizes peace and abundance through its clean white flowers rising upward. This is a living item that can neutralize harsh energy from metal and electromagnetic waves in areas with many electronic devices. Placing a peace lily in these spots helps balance the energy field, filter out unwanted energy, and keep the living space in a calm, smooth, and harmonious state. Fourth is the Chinese evergreen, which represents favorable relationships and the rise of creative thinking. Especially when placed on a work desk, it helps the homeowner maintain a clear and refreshed mind. This plant works like an energy conductor, helping open up the flow of ideas and strengthen smooth progress in business partnerships and relationships. Finally, the red aglaonema, with its signature pinkish-red leaves, carries the meaning of good signs, representing prosperous energy and good news coming soon. Placing the red aglaonema in areas that welcome fresh energy, such as windows or balconies, helps the homeowner's career path stay on a steady upward track and achieve new progress. Home energy exists in the peace you feel every time you step back into your house. When we know how to observe and value every small corner of our living space, we are also placing our care and intention into that very home. From there, the home becomes a living body, always reflecting and resonating with the energy of each family member. So let your home become a place that supports your life and the plans ahead. When the living space is kept tidy, bright, and full of life, it quietly becomes a strong foundation, walking with you on your own journey. If you still have concerns about home energy or the knots in your life, share them right below in the comments. Together, we will work through them and find more harmonious ways to arrange your space in the next videos. Goodbye, and see you again.